Hey YouTube, what's good? Come on in. I got about 20 minutes to kill. So, let's see what's going on. This is going to be a high read. Alright, this is going to be a high read. I'm literally just now hitting the blunt as I speak. Okay. So, give me a second to tap in. It's going to be a high read. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Take only what aligns, as with everything in life. If it don't add value, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. All right. That's good for me. Used to be like 3 puffs, but I would need like 4 now. I swear, recently, I just feel like my mind keeps trying to get hijacked. All right, let's get into this energy. I think I just probably need to get back into kind of pushing myself to do the readings a little more regularly. And that's just to push out the energy. It doesn't have to be a wavelength that I'm catching, but just to keep the energy up to date so it doesn't kind of clutter. I don't know, that could be helpful to somebody. Maybe there's something that you tend to just kind of ignore or sit on, or you know, maybe pretend that it's not a thing, and you do it consistently till you can't anymore. Maybe just like, you know, peeking in that door. Like if it's a room, say for example, you could think of your mind as like a room, and you know you need to organize that room, but you're just going to peek in there daily and kind of do what you can do, just a little bit at a time. You don't have to ignore it completely so it doesn't continue to pile up and feel like, you know, like it has to be this big thing. But at the same time, kind of just taking care of it a little at a time as you can, getting in there and clearing out whatever it is. All right, let's see. What's the energy? Oh, good vibes. Present in the moment, taking it easy, laid back energy. I mostly feel Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It's a chill type of energy. It's a relaxed type of energy. They're in their feelings, but they're like on top of their feelings. They could be like the main energy currently for maybe like a lot of people. So maybe a lot of people are feeding off of this energy. It also gives me the Big Daddy vibes. If this is someone that you're talking to or someone you're into, this could be someone who's kind of like giving you the cold shoulder or doesn't have much to say to you. It seems like they're laid back, relaxed. You might feel like this person wants you to chase them, but I don't think that's really the case. I feel like this is gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. This is actually someone very self-sacrificing. The vibes are that they're feeling good because they're choosing to, not necessarily because anyone has done anything to make them feel good. Like if they're feeling good about life, they did it on their own. They made their own sacrifice. They, you know, put things into perspective. They healed. Whatever they did it themselves. Well, however they're feeling is as a result of who they are. But they could be the main feeding source for others. So there are others around them that actually may not be in the same vibration or not doing the same work, but they're kind of like, it's cool. I don't know. Somebody is just chill, cool, good vibes. Doesn't feel like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like, I'm looking at all these drinks that are floating. It's like people are having a good time and riding high. And this person actually could be not in the best mood, but their energy is amazing. And people are enjoying, themselves. Okay, they're enjoying this ride. Yeah, I feel like this person is very awake, spiritually woke, self aware, cutting through illusions and detaching from ego. Authentic, real. Authentic and real. Somebody is real. They're not on a high. If they are, it's a spiritual high, but I don't even think they're like taking that wave. I feel like others around them could be having a spiritual high, but this person is just clear, aware, and it kind of feels like self-care. Okay, feels like they're taking care of a lot of people, but taking care of themselves at the same time. And for some of you, maybe you're doing this all in your mind. Like you have a lot of people on your mind, or a lot of people that are thinking about you. Something like that. Oh, yeah. Definitely a masculine. All right. Father figure, head of a household, head of a family, someone taking the lead. This is someone who honestly is taking care of themselves, but they've got the vibes, they've got the energy. I feel like they could be looking for something, or wanting something, but they may not see that they're getting what they need or what they want. One more. Long haul. Yeah, okay. So literally this could be someone who is kind of just playing the, I don't know, just playing the field, doing whatever feels easy, taking it easy, very aware of some things, maybe things they don't even want to see or don't like. They could be choosing not to deal with it. I was going to say you might see this person like they're more in their feminine energy, but that's not true with machismo. This is actually masculine pride. So this is someone who's just very balanced. They may be very in tune and in touch with their feminine energy, but very aware and fully in their masculine energy. Has a lot to do with taking the lead, and it has a lot to do with family. There's a goal here, and it's to win it, long-term intentions, and invested. This person is traveling. Like they're not at their destination. Are we there yet? No. But they're still on the same road. They're still, headed there. Progression is what I feel. I also feel like someone is kind of being the person you intend them to be, or the person you saw them being, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I feel like this could actually be a connection that you could be like very in tune with this person spiritually or emotionally. However, physically, the way that they're behaving will probably be a turnoff for you because they're not doing anything. Like they got the vibes and they may be sending you the vibes or they're giving you this good energy. But as far as, if they're taking action or if there's anything actually happening, you would probably have to pursue, okay, or do for this masculine, because they are like seated, okay, but they are seated on the throne. So it's ego, and you could be detaching from your ego. You could be detaching from your ego and wanting to fall fully into your feminine energy. And if you do, I mean, obviously that's on you, but mostly this person's still going to have their way. They're very self-focused, or I wouldn't say selfish, just self-focused. It feels like it's a need for it. If the gas tank is on E, that means that they're pretty much out of energy. Like I said, this could be someone who's self-sacrificing, but they're literally sacrificing for their family, for their children, for whatever their long-term goals are. So it's not like they have extra energy or extra time or attention or all of this to give to someone else. They are likely pouring into themselves because they are aware of something. It feels as if what they're aware of is that they're the only ones that may have this love, or that may have this attention or care, or this self-sacrificing spirit that they're like seeking. They want this, but right now it feels like they're the only one that's doing it. So if this is someone that you're talking to, I'm not going to say that this person could be like walking away from you, but I would say that they're likely detaching from you And kind of just falling into self, falling in love with self, getting in tune with self. Let's pull the shadows out. What time is it? Tell me about this masculine. Lone wolf, I knew it. Werewolf. Only the moon knows what it takes to hide this. Turmoil. Two sides of the same tormented soul. So this person is aware of way more than they want to see. Spiritual awakenings can be beautiful things, but it's like this is someone whose third eye is open. Their heart chakra is also open. They're in their feelings. They know what they're feeling. But the feelings may not be necessarily wonderful or beautiful. I feel like they're not pleased. I feel like something could be a whole lot better. So it's like disappointment, or even like, I was going to say it's a blessing and a curse to be spiritually aware, to be very self-aware. Because sometimes you can just be aware of too many things at one time. You could be overloaded or overstimulated emotionally or mentally. That movie, Lucy, when she says, like, I can feel and sense everything. Like, you just feel so in tune, so connected. And it's a gift, but it's also a curse, because sometimes you would rather not see what you see. You would rather not know. So it feels like someone who's they would prefer to be in their ego, which would help them to detach from the feelings that they're feeling. But for some reason, it's like they're making a sacrifice. Being in their feelings is the only way that likely they're able to dominate something or continuously progress something, keeping something moving forward. They're having to keep their heart open, but it comes at a sacrifice, and it's a sacrifice that they're willing to do. Likely for people that they are connected to, soulmates, like I said, family, children, things like that. Even if this is your person, they're invested in their connection with you, but they're going through like a spiritual breakthrough where they're detaching from their ego, fully connecting with their soul. So integration, they are eventually going to like move back into this ego energy, but it's kind of like they needed to do some surfing or sifting, sorting type of energy, trying to see, what's really going on. I feel like they're gathering information to have clarity. Things could be so easy. That's what I'm hearing. Something could be so easy. Having to cut through illusions means someone's causing confusion on purpose, or there is just a situation that is extremely tense and confusing. They keep getting awakened to certain things that they likely feel something like you're not there yet. It's not happening yet. It hasn't arrived. So someone feels like their eyes keep getting open and they keep becoming aware of something that honestly they don't even have the energy to pursue or do right now. So that ego is coming back. So if this is somebody that's been in their feelings and you've been, I don't know, riding the waves with them, that's likely not going to go on for very long. Whoever this masculine is, I feel like they're very emotionally strong. Sound of mind. Because usually when someone detaches and you get the ego side, you feel like, something must be going wrong. Why is this person not, they're usually so kind or they're usually so sweet. But you can't continue this. You'll be depleted. If you literally don't have the energy, you're having to like go into your reservoir of energy just to do the normal things that you do and to give what you need to give to the people that depend on you. You really don't have extra to give to anyone. So they definitely do need to be focused on self. If this is someone who hasn't been focused on self and they have been focused on you, then I feel like you may feel that energy kind of retreat from you because they are going to be pouring into themselves more. Yeah, wisdom, experience, and hidden knowledge. So like I said, someone's gaining information, observation. They're observing things and coming to a spiritual awakening of exactly, what's going on, what's the issue, Where are we in this labyrinth? This feels like a situation with a lot of twists and turns. There is some kind of energy here that wants you to chase it or pursue it, but I don't think it would be to your benefit. It would be to your detriment. It would be like a lost cause or wasted time. If it's not, if it doesn't bring you value or it's not value to you, then it's pointless. We have the key at the bottom of the deck: sharp insight, opportunities, and hidden potential. That's what's waiting for whoever this is. And it doesn't have to be a masculine. This could even be a feminine, and you are transitioning into more of your masculine energy, which kind of detached from the feelings that you've been. I'm not going to say you're drowning in them, because you aren't, but you're definitely underwater. You're kind of engulfed in your feelings. So the things that are heavy or burdensome likely are a little easier to carry in this energy. But I feel like a lot of it you don't even get confirmation. But a lot of it you don't even need to be fully invested in right now. Like, a lot of it is probably things that you could just literally cut off your awareness of it. Turn the lights down a little bit. There's some things here that I feel like you don't need to see, that you could be giving your attention to. And closing that out is going to help you to kind of shift your perspective by being able to focus in on things that are necessary or that add value to life. Focusing in on things that give you the kind of clarity and awareness that makes your energy feel light, or it makes what you have to do feel light. Something about this, life could be lighter, like easier to carry the burden. There's a burden, or someone has, responsibility. Everybody has responsibilities, but I feel like it could be easier. So maybe that's someone's getting pushed here. Yeah, we also have imposter syndrome or something like that too. So that could be someone here trying to either cast you to your shadow, or they want to walk in your shadow or be in your shadow. But that could be a wake-up call for you. The reason they want to be in your shadow is because of the protection or the feeling of it. Like I said, it's making something easier, so it can make something easier for you too. Okay, let's see. What's going on with this masculine? It's a card. Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay. Imposter already had an ego death. They're not able to see something, and they've been looking so much that they have become scatterbrained, exhausted. Okay. Playing mind games, they've exhausted themselves. Ace of Swords, this is the truth. Likely someone has been talking about you either to themselves or to others, but they've given so much attention to you or so much focus on you that they're now drained or tired. They may be doing it at the wrong time. Like, they could be trying to pour so much energy and attention into you, if this is you, or you've been trying to pour your attention into your masculine, and literally they're like in their ego, they're not even in their her space. Or this is you have already closed the door. You're not trying to be stuck in your feelings right now. Why is every card that comes out, I saw the Ten of Swords first, then I get ready to shuffle out a card, and this one's already turned over and it's death. It's the same thing. Okay, there's definitely a transition, a transformation happening here. There could also be a masculine in your life. What you knew about them, this is about to change, or something you've been going through with them is about to change. We have wisdom here, experience, and being spiritually awakened. They could be in their feelings now, but I feel like they're about to experience a rebirth. And the rebirth is going to hurt for some people, but it's going to feel really good to them. And this may feel really good to you, especially like if you have children. This is someone with the death energy and this ego here. Children belong in heaven. That's the destination. Heaven on earth is the destination, but children are supposed to experience the feeling of heaven on a daily basis. Why? Because their vibes are so high. This person is making a sacrifice. I feel like this has to do with children in their life. There may be tense emotions that this person is working through or weeding out in order to remove this like thick energy or this negativity, some kind of dark cloud that seems to be affecting their family. They're doing the work to push this energy out, to get rid of this energy. It's negativity or negative energy. What's long card? Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. This is a couple. This could be a husband and a wife. If not physically, then maybe spiritually. You may have a spiritual counterpart, or this is someone you're invested in, a soulmate or something like that. This is a soul contract. And someone is fulfilling a soul contract. Whatever the goal is, abort the mission is a kill. So there's something here where someone was not on board with something, so they ended this cycle or they ended this confusion. There was something going on. Something was going on that was getting in the way of this connection. This connection is the bridge between the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. That's two heartfelt connections, likely psychic as well, or telepathic. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, yeah, definitely. I mean, your hearts speak to one another. So there's a lot of clarity when you guys are spiritually awakened. So I feel like this sacrifice, I feel like it's mostly on the masculine side, but on the feminine as well, or at least the feminine is in submission to this masculine and how they're choosing to do something, because the goal is to get the kids home. Now, you know, I'm speaking in metaphors, but children, okay, only the children of God inherit God's kingdom, heaven. So you have to be childlike, pure of heart. That's the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. That's what they represent. But I feel like this masculine had to put an end to that emotional side. It's like they had to put an end to this emotional side. They sacrificed these emotions in order for possibly the children or even for you to have an easy ride while they were dealing with some very tense or negative issues in life. And this rebirth is going to take you where you're supposed to go. So maybe things haven't moved forward, or this is a connection that's been stagnant, or it's been a long time coming. But if you have been invested, I feel like your commitment is being tested, your loyalty is being tested, your faith is being tested, or your commitment to this or to this person. Follow your heart. That's what I'm getting. You can literally follow your heart with third eye and spiritually woke. You're very intuitive, and your heart is likely telling you what's going on here. Queen of Cups. Yeah, femininity, compassion, kindness, empathetic, supportive. Okay. You're a very therapeutic person, or you're easy to talk to. Someone really enjoys talking to you. Really enjoys, you heal them. You heal them. It's like you understand. You just get it. So I feel like there's a side or a version of someone that they're getting ready to, you know, put down or get rid of. They're turning over a new leaf. But right now there could be some stagnancy, and that's likely like they need a break or something. You know, everybody deserves a break, something like that. But something is still underway, or something is still, something that was a long time coming is still coming in. Tell me about long call. This could be, maybe you guys are married. This could be a marriage partner, definitely the King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Or like I said, spiritually woke, long haul, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. It's a spiritual connection. seeking redemption, persevering, forgiveness, rising above problems, healing and recovery. Yeah, someone was big mad or something pissed someone off. It's like something pissed someone off. It's like they could throw the book at this situation, and they may have. Just wisdom has told them what to buy into and what not to buy into, what to give to and what not to give to. They're very focused, or they're giving their attention where they should. They're not getting lost in mazes or in confusion. They're not wasting their time. They're not wasting their energy. They're giving to the people that deserve it, or the people that they have to, their responsibilities. They're putting that above all things. I really feel this has a lot to do with family structure, stability within the family. Love is at the center of it, empathy and emotional stability. Creating emotional stability in a situation that is, there's a lack of it, and there's a lack of people willing to do the work to add to it. So I don't know if this person is doing it on their own, or if this is just the two of you, or you guys have separate situations. But I definitely see a masculine and a feminine who are choosing to like kind of be their empathetic self and their ego simultaneously. Like they're having to switch back and forth between these two versions of self in order to keep something balanced. And it's not like it's not a guessing game. Somebody's been doing this for a very long time, and their actions are coming from wisdom. This is also like the blueprint card. The blueprint is within you, your heart. If your heart is pure, your heart is going to tell you what to do. That's why we have the third eye. So someone definitely is spiritually guided. They're saying yes when they need to. And they're putting up boundaries or standing their ground. Even being selfish when they need to too. It's very balanced energy. It's just a little hard to read. It's like you guys are on different timelines. That's what I feel. You're on different timelines. So you're not actually aligned with each other, but it feels as if you guys still have the same vision or something like that, but the way that you're having to do this is different. The role possibly that you're having to play. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hearing something about you're having to play a role that you don't usually play. Okay, something in your life, if you're the feminine here with this Queen of Cups energy, you could be a Gemini, a Cancer, possibly. Signs don't really matter here, but you could be a Gemini or a Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. But it's kind of like you could be in your feminine energy, but or either you're in your masculine energy, and it's like you're in the opposite energy that your person would need you to be in for you guys to be aligned, but it's a necessity. Like seeking redemption. I feel like this person, you're going to forgive this person, or you're going to understand empathy. But I feel like this person is going to give you, they're going to make it easy for you to understand, or easy for you to forgive or to see. There's some healing, recovery. Maybe you guys at a standstill, or are you not in contact? Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. Okay, you may not even be in contact yet, but you have forces that are working against that. You have the Knight of Swords here. Feels like they're trying to attack or speed up something here. Anticipation, expectations. They're trying to force or speed up some kind of decision-making process. They're also trying to attack with possibly your expectations or what you're expecting from this. Feels like a mental attack. And someone is aware that you may be receiving that because they're not playing the role that you need them to. That could be where they're seeking this forgiveness from you. You're going to see a rebirth, though. The person that you used to know, or what you used to get from this person, what you were hoping for, or what you actually were expecting that you're not getting yet. If this is your mind could be trying to attack you, making you feel like you need to close the door or give up on something that you're invested in. You believe in this connection, you believe in this person, or you believe in what they're trying to do. You believe in the plan with the Two of Wands. So if that's your truth, then let me pull on this Knight of Swords. But I feel like this is an opposing force. Usually the Knight of Swords comes out too like an entity that's trying to attack this union or this connection. Six of Cups. Heavy Scorpio. Could be an Aries involved as well, and Gemini. Yeah, it's like someone's trying to speed up the tempo in this connection. Someone's trying to get someone like back into they're attacking your innocence, or what makes you feel like it's safe to be innocent. So they're either trying to push you into your ego, possibly to like let this person go or to go cold, or they could be trying to trigger you into being overly kind or nice or opening your heart. There's a third party here. It's either an entity, an energy. This could be your mind with the Knight of Swords, but don't get nostalgic. That's what I want to say. Don't get nostalgic. Something about what's going on here is moving forward. So everything that you want in this connection is ahead of you. But there is something that's trying to get you to either reflect on the past, which will close your heart, or reflect on the past and open your heart. But it's for an attack with the Knight of Swords. I could read this like, let me get the book, because it's something it says always like this could be a person or an entity. Like you literally have to pay attention to this until it's over. Like somebody is trying to push something forward or push an agenda, disrupt plans, stop something from progressing. Let me just read it. It'd be easier. Let me see. Knight of Swords. An impersonable force. Yeah. The reverse aspects of the Knight of Swords include aggressiveness and a tendency to be impatient or headstrong. These qualities tend to exasperate situations, which actually call for tact and diplomacy. The card also represents, or is said to represent, a force capable of causing real harm, such as illness or an accident or a disaster. So, okay, yeah. This might be a person. It's a person, it's a mindset, it's an energy. It doesn't matter. There's something here that's tempting, something trying to stagnate it or trying to push it too fast. You're having to be steady on your feet. This could also be a reason why things are moving slower than they actually, would or were originally. Something slowed down and it was a necessity. Slowing down something is keeping you from experiencing maybe some things that you don't want to go through. Yeah, something could, yeah. But I feel like you're avoiding a conflict, you're avoiding a situation turning into something that is undesirable by taking it slow. Yeah, that Knight of Swords energy, it gives like anxiety. It's almost like trying to push you to become uncomfortable or dissatisfied, and that's not where you are currently, neither of you. So you may not be together, but I feel like you're experiencing satisfaction separately in your life. You're experiencing contentment separately in your life. Something is trying to agitate that, and that could just be a thought. It could be mentally something that you're thinking about or something you're afraid of reliving. So just be aware of that. What's the Knight of Swords? Yeah, see, this could even be a person. For some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, they may just want to keep you stuck on the past, keep you mentally stuck in the past, in a loop here. That's what I feel like you are getting around right now. possibly the fact that you guys are not on the same timeline is actually giving you some kind of divine protection, or giving your connection divine protection, because it's keeping you spiritually awake. You may have forces that are trying to get to you in 3D and 5D, meaning you have people who are literally and strategically trying to cause issues or reasons for you not to be able to move forward, or for your plan to fall, or for whatever this is here, whatever you're invested in, the long haul of it. Someone's trying to get you to give up on it before you get there. But you could also have entities, energies, especially for those of you who are in a spiritual connection and you know it. If you're awakened to the spiritual connection, if you have any information or awareness about it at all, then there are entities, because these spiritual connections, they're very powerful. When the two of you align, look at all the work that they're having to do. Look at what's going on in your lives and what you're having to push through and go through. You're going through the most because your reward is the greatest. So there are entities that want to stop this powerful union that you guys are having, mostly because those are the same entities that likely whatever reward you're going to get, they would have received it, but you're not taking this into your own hands. Okay, so yeah, you have entities and you also have people that are trying to get in the way of this. Entities affect you mentally and emotionally. People usually try to trigger you mentally and emotionally, but they're doing things physically, they're saying things physically that would trigger you mentally and emotionally. But entity, the way that affects you is an impersonable force, something you cannot see. It's a thought, it's a feeling, but you know that it doesn't resonate as your truth, and I feel like you keep getting awakened to it. All right, so I mean, like I said, this is a little hard to read, but I feel like whatever is happening is definitely a protection. You could be following your, each of you could be following your own internal guidance system, and though it is sending you not in opposite directions, but you guys are not aligned, it's likely the way that it needs to be, or that it's supposed to be currently. But the long haul is like the Ten of Pentacles. It's a sure thing. As long as you continue investing and doing what you feel called to do, you're on the same road, headed to the same destination. So you're going to reach the goal. You're going to get there. Someone is stuck in a bad decision or a bad situation, though. It says stagnation, indecision, staying in a bad situation, travel problems, and disenchantment. There's someone else here in this situation. Maybe this is the third party. They're kind of in the same situation as you, but it doesn't feel like they're having a breakthrough. They aren't detaching, they aren't changing anything, and they aren't doing anything different. Whoever this is, they may be in their feelings, but they're having a spiritual awakening, and then the next progression is them blending this spiritual and empathetic self with the whole, with their ego. So they're going to protect that energy and move forward, getting to the bag, long haul, whatever that is. They're moving forward. This is like coming